guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. And this is another one of my walkthroughs of my new coloring book series. This is called Potpourri Portraits Jubilee, Volume 1. Because of course I'll be doing more volumes of this because this seems to be pretty popular. 51 grayscale colors, grayscale portraits to color and enjoy. Let me show you the back first. This is a partial coloring guide. And this gives you an idea of the images that are in the book for you to color. Love the puppies. Zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in. Check it out. Isn't that ridiculously cute? Excuse me. Zoom out. Zoom out. Okay. So let's get going through this. I do want to let you know that I have a Facebook group called Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. I broadcast every night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I broadcast 365 days of the year, which means I am available on holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, Christmas Eve, all the main holidays. All of the holidays, in fact. So if you know people that are interested in coloring or are alone and are looking for friendship and companionship, and just a good time, you can find it here. I have a master's degree in adult education, and I absolutely love demonstrating coloring. Love it. All right. I also want you to know that as part of my group, if you go into the album section, I have uploaded images, individual images, and you can create your own coloring book. And you can buy 50 images for $9.99. They come in PDF format. If you don't want 50 images, you can buy individuals. Excuse me. 2 for $2, 1 for $1.49. Now, I also create coloring books or single pages at no extra. I custom create this stuff. So if you have a particular thing that you like pineapples or frogs or something like that, get in touch with me, let me know, and I'll look into creating a coloring book there for you. All right. So just to let you know, you may not share in any manner any of the uncolored images. However, you can do whatever you like with them once they're colored. And if you want to sell them for your own profit, have at it. I have absolutely no restriction for that. So have fun with this book. That's, of course, the whole idea. All right. Now, special note to you guys. This is from me and all Amazon coloring book authors. Just to let you know, we have absolutely no control over the quality of printing, and sometimes you'll get a book with a streak in it. What I'm asking for from you, on my behalf and my fellow authors, please do not ding us in the rating of the book if it has a coloring or a streak on it. We have no control over that. So if you have an issue with your book, please just rate it on the content and not the printing, and of course contact Amazon and get a replacement. So great, let's go ahead and go through this book. Again, Potpourri Portraits Jubilee, Volume 1. All right, so here we go. Looks like here we've got a peasant woman. Then we've got a nice gentleman with a bow tie, kind of an old-fashioned guy. Now notice that we've got grayscale here. And this one is more illustration, line art type thing, or an illustration really. Then we've got a nice gentleman here with a little mustache. Now, the things that you'll notice about my books, is they are covered from corner to corner. So these images are very large. I don't have teeny tiny stuff in there for the most part. I mean, some of the images may have a few small things in it, but I always like to make my images the size of the page. Check out this one, same woman, different angles. Isn't that neat? I thought you would enjoy doing a side-by-side with it. Then we've got a, I don't know, Spanish guy, Victorian, well, Spanish guy, medieval, that's what I was thinking of. This would look phenomenal colored up. Then we've got a little bit of a pop art type thing. And it took me a minute to realize we have a young lady here and then a man in the back. I thought that was cool. Young lady with braids. Puppies! Isn't that cute? I love this picture. Zoom in. Zoom in. Isn't that absolutely adorable? How could you not love those faces? Zoom out. Zoom out. Yeah. Then we have an African American gentleman. Very handsome. Little somber looking, but handsome. And then this is the cover image. Now, notice when you're coloring something white, you add a little bit of blue. So for snow, for example, this is what you would do. And that way it gives the impression of being white. Then we have Joan Crawford, when she was a young lady. Picture Goer Film Weekly. I thought this was a really nice image to include. And then we have a pop art image. Isn't that cool? So you've got lots of different styles to work with. Here's a pretty little blonde. Then we've got a Victorian lady. And again, images are edge to edge. Here's a cute little girl. I loved her face. That's why I included it in this book. Then we've got another graffiti type image. Now, when I put my images in books, first of all, of course, I'm very meticulous when I choose them. There is nothing in here that I wouldn't color myself. And I choose them on a level of some being a little more involved than others, some being a little simpler. This girl looks like a princess. And I see her as being, well, I see her as blonde, but I think blonde, yeah, blonde. But if you want to change it to redhead, for example, or brown, you can. Here's a nice little illustration, very simple. Then we have another Victorian lady. And look at this. Oh my gosh, I love this page. Absolutely love this page. Isn't that pretty? Then we have a medieval lady. Then we've got a dapper young man, probably Victorian. Then we have another woman, not exactly Victorian, probably after that. I don't know, maybe what, 40s, 30s, 40s. Just pretty. And you could do a lot with this lace work on here. Then we've got another well-dressed man. Now, not many books have a lot of men in them, so I really wanted to change that a little bit. And look at this young lady. Just super cute. Now, luckily, this particular book didn't have any streaks in it, so I was real happy with that. Now, this is some famous scientist. I can't think of his name at the moment. Interesting page to color. Now, this one's a little out there. I probably should have put that in my other book, Weird But Nice. So it looks like we've got a mermaid here that was caught. And again, check out the variety of images. Here's a nice one in a nice summer hat. Now this one, we've got some headphones around. This is an oil painting, so you'll see that texture. Zoom in. Check it out. Zoom out. Then we have a nobleman here. Sherlock Holmes, of course. What's a portrait book without Sherlock Holmes? Puppy! Now, in my books, I like to do a lot with close-up images. I really couldn't do that a lot with this one, but this gives you an idea of what I do with them. Well-dressed young man, maybe a doctor. Here's another gentleman. Very nice beard and mustache on here. Now, I don't know if you recognize this woman. Take a guess who she is. Very famous. And I'll give you a hint. She was involved with the royal family. Her name is Wallis Simpson. And the King of England, I want to say King Edward, I could be wrong, fell in love with her and had to abdicate his throne. And when he abdicated, his brother became king, and his brother, the movie The King's Speech, that was his brother, and that brother is the father, or was the father, to Queen Elizabeth. So it was a series of events that caused Elizabeth to end up with the throne. All right, then we've got another nice-looking young lady, maybe an American girl. Now, this one I thought was really cool. Check this out. Love the close-up of this. Love the detail. You could put a really nice tan on this. All right, then we've got some more street art. Now, this one looks like it's a sculpture. Zoom in. Or a plaque. Check it out. Zoom in. Doesn't that look cool? And let me move this over so you can catch the other face. Young girl. Zoom out. But when I saw this, I just had to have that image. Zoom out. Here is a beautiful, just beautiful African-American lady. And these are all combs in her hair. You could really do a bang-up job on this one. And yes, you can color black grayscale. Here's a lady with her sunglasses. Now her I definitely see as a redhead. Then we've got some more street art. Just all different kinds of portraits in this book. And I hope you can see how varied they are and how interesting they are. This reminds me of, okay, who was the actress that was in A Breakfast at Tiffany's? I can see her, Audrey Hepburn. That's what this one reminds me of. Definitely, though, a pop picture. Then we've got a young man here. Pretty cool image. I think this is very majestic, actually. Now this one, he reminds me of an industrialist. Maybe I'm being influenced by the buildings in the background, but to me, that looks like an industrialist. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, at first I thought this was a snake going around the neck, but if you look here, this is a seam, so it's fabric. Zoom in. Zoom in. Check it out. Zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out. And what I would do on this, if you have glitter or rhinestones, you could do a beautiful piece up in the hair. It'd be a lot of rhinestones, but I think it would look really cool. Okay, then we've got some more street art. Love it. I think there's about 3 street art pictures in this particular book. Bridget Bardot. Most of you know who she is. Beautiful, beautiful woman. I think she was famous in the 50s and 60s. Oh, wait. This says December 1972. So 60s and 70s. Then we have another young man. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a streak in here. Zoom in. Zoom in. Yeah, see it? You can color over it. Zoom out. Zoom out. And then this is my last page where I thank you so much for your purchase, and I truly do mean that. Zoom in. Zoom in. Who would I be if I didn't say thank you for spending your hard-earned money with me? But I'm thinking you gotta have a great book. Zoom out. Zoom out. So thank you so much for your purchase. Let's see. And then again, here is a partial coloring guide to the images that are in there. It'll give you some ideas on coloring this. All right, guys, that's it. My book, Potpourri Portraits Jubilee, an adult coloring book, Volume 1, 51 grayscale portraits to color and enjoy. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time. And if you do end up getting the book, I hope you enjoy it and have lots of pleasurable hours with it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.